my gosh. Hello, everybody. Hey, a year ago, I would have said this was impossible. But joy changes everything, including what you think you can do. So here we are together. I can't believe it. Team, let's go. Let's dance. Let's make it happen.
It starts with joy. It starts with fire. Feel the heat. Lift you higher. It starts with joy. It starts with light. Turn the dark into bright. Oh, bright, bright, bright. Feel the sun kiss your skin. Let it in, let it win. Every heart beats a drum. Boom, boom. Here we come. We don't need a reason, just the rhythm of the season. Oh, life is sweet. Yeah, life is sweet. Raise your hands to the skies. Watch the world come alive. It starts with joy. It starts with fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you have to forgive me because this is my first time seeing that role. Oh my god, AI is incredible. Thanks to the team. It came out great. I'm loving it. Welcome everybody to the very first episode of It Starts with Joy Live. I am your host, Sheryl Raphael Whitaker. And today is February 4th. In the history books, today is Rosa Parks Day, which is so fitting because it's the 100th anniversary of Black History Month. And Rosa Parks, this is the day where we're going to celebrate a woman who decided she was no longer going to negotiate her seat or her identity, which we're talking a lot about on the show. But February 4th also marks a different kind of awareness for many. It's also World Cancer Day, and a day often focused on the loop of what we know are many times visible battles. For a long time, I lived in a different kind of loop of my own in leadership, being the wrong one, the one with all my body. The things, am I still who I thought I was? Okay, so maybe you aren't navigating MS. Maybe you're navigating a career shift, a midlife pivot, or just an inner critic that won't shut up. You guys know, I know all about that inner critic. But you're here because you're tired of masking. You're tired of living the Groundhog Day version of your life where you play a role instead of being the lead. So today, my friends, we are breaking the loop. We aren't just surviving February. We are reclaiming our self-trust. Because joy doesn't start when the struggle ends. It starts when you decide who you are right in the middle of it. So pull up a chair. You don't have to move for anyone today. Let's get started. Let's do it, team.
Dude, what is this place?
It starts with joy, fellas.
He didn't ask for life advice, Sterling. He asked, what is this place?
It starts with joy. Is he broken?
No, bro. We're standing on the holy grail of joy. Look.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Well, you're just in time. Sheryl is about to tell us how it all happened.
Oh, my friends, Frankie, Tommy, Sterling, thank you so much for being here. They're part of the cast of Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. All right, so a lot of folks ask me, how did this happen? How did you get here? How did you end up on this stage, this live stage? So I'm building my point of view on LinkedIn, and I get a random LinkedIn DM from this guy, Keith. And Keith says, hey, Sheryl, I'm wondering whether or not you'd like to be on my morning show. And so Carol, she's on my team. Hi, Carol, if you're out there. We play detective with this a lot because we get a lot of requests and we like to check it out and make sure that it's good. And I want to be there. Oh, good morning, everybody. Hello. Lori, Dwayne, Sullivan. Oh, I'm so excited you guys are here. Thank you. I'm listening. I'm going to get better at checking out the chat. So anyway, Keith sent this note. Carol and I checked it out and we looked at each other and said, wow, this is, amazing what he's doing. So sure, everything in my body said, go ahead and do it. And then once I said, okay, I got this insane application to fill out. And that's when I knew, I was like, okay, this is the real deal. And let me tell you, that day, it was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And some of you may know that my mom fell and she broke her elbow. And so there was a lot of things that were going on in my head. And I wasn't even sure if I was going to be in the headspace to do what I needed to do and show up for Keith and John and the Mornings in the Lab crew that day. But honestly, that's when I got it. Like every part of my body was just lit up. Like it was such a blast and they took such great care of me. And I realized that I got it. Live is just different. Like I was going to do a podcast, right? But then live is it just spoke to me. I'm an overachiever. I'm a perfectionist. And there's something about going live that takes all that away from me. So I mean, no 17 takes. What you see is what you get. And people love that because you feel like you're actually hanging out with someone, not watching a polished thing you recorded a month ago in perfect lighting. No shade against my friends and colleagues who are doing podcasts. They are awesome. I love them. But for me, this is it. So now I've got my own show on the Mornings in the Lab network, which sounds fancy, but really what it just means is that Keith built this amazing thing where a bunch of us go live and we have an opportunity to have real conversations. So his show is every weekday for 2 hours at 8 a.m. Keith and John and guys talk. You guys don't usually talk about. It's raw, it's real. Sometimes it's a little messy, but that's the whole point. And me, I'm over here on Wednesdays at 8:30, just bringing the joy. I'm talking about joy as actual strategy because you guys have heard me say it before. And if you haven't, I'm saying it now. Joy isn't soft. Joy is smart. And the plan is to grow this network to 100 people building their own shows. And I'm one of the first, along with my buddy Matt and Jason out there. I mean, it's wild. It is so wild, but it's also kind of perfect. It's perfect. So Keith, to you have just kept hustling on, but you said yes to joy. And my friend, I love you for that. So that's how the show happened. And I want to get into a little bit now and tell you what this show actually is. Jimmy, Mark.
So what is joy, really? Soft skills? Culture talk?
The stuff people say when they're not in charge.
Sounds nice. But nice doesn't survive pressure, deadlines, or bad quarters.
Joy is not nice. It's the operating system.
Strategy, decisions, pace, boundaries.
The way you run everything. It's a way of life.
That sounds strangely inviting. All right, we'll bite. Tell us more, Sheryl.
Uh-oh. Okay, something happened there, but that is okay. We are going to keep on going. We're going. And that's what it is, guys. When it's live, what happens? We get a chance, we'll show it out. Let me tell you, here we go. So every Wednesday at 8:30, we're going to talk live about joy as a leadership strategy. Not joy like think positive thoughts. Joy like, how do you actually lead when everything's falling apart? How does your team show up when you're not watching? Is your culture running on fear or is it running on something better? Because look, and I talk about this in my book, I spent few years leading from that face of fear. I had this boss, we call her Janet, who made me believe that that's at the end of the day, that's what leadership was, or what it came to be: survival mode, stress, and my body rebelled. My eyes flared like never before. I realized fine, that's my F word, fine was actually killing me. So I rebuilt my whole life around joy, not as a feeling, but as an operating system. The way I make decisions, how I set boundaries, how I show up for myself, my family, my team, everybody who's counting on me. And now I meet leaders every single day who are running on empty. And so this show is for them. And this show is for you. Full transparency, you may have heard me talk about this. I also made myself a wild promise this year, because apparently I don't have enough to do. 100 talks about joy in 2026. Keynotes, workshops, panels, podcasts, all of it. And these shows, these Wednesday shows that we're going to do, the time that we spend together, they're going to count. Of course they're going to count. We're talking about joy, right? But this show isn't about hitting 100. It's about having real conversations about joy and leadership live every week with you. Now, that's all good, but there is a voice in my head that has a few concerns, just a few concerns about all of this. So team.
Damn it. It's like Sheryl is reading my mind, Tommy.
Dude, I know exactly what you mean. I hear voices all the time.
Yeah, I don't think that's what she meant.
And I have questions.
Okay. Who are you?
Beatrice, get out of my way. 100 talks, Sheryl? That's 2 a week. What happens when you run out of things to say by March?
That escalated quickly.
What if people don't care? What if they show up and you're boring?
Okay, she scares me.
Come on, man, she's not that bad. I know you. You're the voice that shows up right before something big.
Of course you do.
So you're what? Doubt? Fear? The fun police?
I'm the part that asks if this is worth it before you find out the hard way.
That feels uncomfortably familiar.
Go on. Tell them why you don't listen to me, Sheryl.
Wow. Okay, guys. This is just like, this is too much. I've been living with Beatrice my whole entire life. She got a name just a year ago, and now here she is on the screen. And it's just like, wow, team, outstanding. Yeah, so there she is. That's Beatrice. That's my inner elephant. She's the joy killer who lives in all of us. She sounds a lot like Janet sometimes. She sounds like every doubt I've ever had. And honestly, she's really, really, really good at her job, which is keeping me small and safe, too safe. But I learned she's not going away. I mean, I'm human. So instead of fighting her, I decided, gave her a name, I gave her a face, and I gave her a seat at my table. Because I'm not trying to silence the fear voice. I'm just choosing which voice I'm actually going to follow. So yeah, I'm scared. I mean, shit, guys, Beatrice is loud. We are live right now, right? Scared, and I'm doing it anyway. Just like I tell those who I help out every day. We're doing it every Wednesday live. All right. So you met Beatrice, the doom voice, the one that keeps me small or tries to keep me small. But if I only listen to her, I'd never do anything. I'd never take a risk, and I'd never grow. So there's another voice I need you to meet.
Oh, great. Not him again. Sheryl, that guy will hurt you one of these days.
Okay, now I'm confused. I thought I was the only one with different voices in my head?
Dude, you think everything is about you.
Relax, Beatrice. Let's play nice.
At least I'm a realist. You make everything sound easy when it isn't.
I don't make it easy, I make it clear. There's a difference.
Oh, he's the calm one? I like him.
I'm jealous. Wish I had a calm voice in my head.
That's how people get hurt, Atlas. They listen to your ideas of going after dreams and ignoring their instincts that protect them.
And they listen to you long enough to never move. If everyone listened to you, life would be so predictable but boring.
At least they'd be safe. I'm trying to protect her, unlike you.
Hey, I'm here to help her choose despite your noise.
This feels like the argument in my head right before every big decision I've ever made.
And here I was, thinking I was crazy for hearing voices.
I'm not trying to stop her. I'm trying to keep her from regretting it.
People don't regret taking chances, B. If it hurts, we learn. If it works, we grow. Either way, Sheryl wins. That's the point.
Yes. Woo, boy. I can tell you, I'm gonna miss Frankie and Tommy. But hey, that's Atlas. Atlas. He's inside of me. He's a voice of grounded possibility. He's the one that reminds me I can actually trust myself. And every week when we're together on the show, you're going to hear from both of them. Beatrice will tell you all the ways it could go wrong, and Atlas will remind you and me why it's worth trying anyway. And I'll be in the middle going, okay, but which one of you is right today? Just like we all do in our own life. So here's what to expect every Wednesday. We're going to go live at 8:30 Eastern. I'm going to keep saying it because everyone keeps asking me. 30 minutes or so. Starting next week, though, I'm bringing you guests, real leaders who are figuring this joy thing out in real time. We'll talk about what's trending, what's happening in leadership and culture. Beatrice and Atlas will weigh in. We'll watch some clips together. We'll react, right? We're just going to do it. We're going to have a whole lot of fun doing things a little bit differently than what you see out there. And we're going to learn a whole lot together along the way. Because honestly, this is like Beatrice talking now, if you're bored, you'll leave. And I don't want you to leave. And you're not going to be bored. This show is for you if you're tired of leading from fear. You're curious what joy could actually unlock. You want to hang out with someone who gets it. That's me. And you want to engage in the chat and to let me know that you're here. Good morning, everyone in the chat. Tell me what brought you here. Tell me what you're working on. We're figuring this thing out together. And those who have worked with me in the past will laugh when I say this because there's always some sort of homework. So yes, I have a little bit of homework for you. Here's what I want you to do this week. Notice one decision you're making from fear. Just notice it. Don't try to fix it yet. Don't judge yourself. Just write it down. Where are you saying yes because you're afraid to say no? Where are you staying quiet because it's safer? Where are you performing some version of yourself because you're afraid the real you isn't enough? Whatever it is that you're facing, write it down, name it. That's step one. And come back next Wednesday and we'll talk about what to do with that. Okay? Hopefully, promise me, tell me in the chat that you can do that for me. Make my day, make me super happy. All right. Now, I did mention before that during the show, we're going to talk about what's going on out there in the real world and how it relates to joy, because the joy is everywhere, right? So the other day, I just saw this Hershey commercial because you guys know, like the Olympics starts today, right? So the commercial is called Real Gold.
4 years, it's really every single day. Trying to reach perfection. You definitely have to sacrifice a lot.
All right, so let's run it. It's going to run in the background. It's called Real Gold. I'm sure many of you have seen it. And it features incredible athletes like Jason Brown, Brendan Huckabee, Aaron Jackson. And the whole message is happiness beats first place. I mean, oh my gosh. Think about it. The real gold isn't the medal. It's the joy. So Hershey's selling chocolate, right? I love chocolate. But they accidentally, or maybe intentionally, nailed something that every high performer, every leader needs to hear. Because we're watching the Winter Olympics right now, starting today. And what are we going to see? Peak performance, the absolute best in the world, people who dedicated their entire lives to being excellent. That's a lot of pressure. Because then, you know what else we see? Burnout, injuries, athletes retiring at 25. People who got the gold medal and then nothing because they spent so much time, so long chasing the win that they forgot why they started. I was at a women's leadership conference a couple of months ago in Boston, and Simone Biles was there. Of course, we all know Simone Biles, in my opinion, the greatest gymnast of all time. Remember, she stepped back in Tokyo. Remember, the best gymnast in the world said, I need to protect my joy. And people lost their ever-loving minds. How dare she prioritize her well-being over the medal? But Simone was right, because we know this. Gold medals are awesome, but they don't cure burnout. Winning doesn't fix what's broken inside. And here's what kills me. We do the same exact thing, guys, in leadership. We chase the promotion, the revenue goal, the title, the recognition. And then we tell ourselves, once I get there, then I'll be happy. Then I'll slow down. Then I'll enjoy it. But that's not how it works. That's just not how life works. Because if you're running on empty to get to the goal, you'll be empty when you arrive. I'm going to say it again. If you're running on empty trying to get to the goal, you will be empty when you get there. Joy isn't the reward for high performance. Joy is what makes high performance sustainable. And okay, I'm hearing her in my head, Beatrice, she's saying, but Sheryl, Olympians have to be tough. You can't win gold by being joyful. Yes, Beatrice, that's exactly my point. Joy is what makes you tough, and tough enough to sustain it. That Hershey's commercial really gets it. The real goal, the real thing that actually lasts is the happiness, the love of the game, the reason you started in the first place. So if you're leading a team, building a business, chasing a big goal, ask yourself, are you running on joy or are you running on fumes? Because Olympic level performance without joy, that's just gold medal burnout. I'm coining the phrase. And eventually you'll flame out. Joy isn't soft. It's the thing that keeps you going when the medal isn't enough anymore. All right. I hope that resonated with you. Say hi again to me in the chat. Let me know you're here, because guess what, guys? So much planning went into this, and we are at the end of episode 1. You know how this show came together. You know what we're building here. Joy as a leadership strategy, live every Wednesday. You met Beatrice and Atlas, and they're the two voices inside my head that we're going to be navigating. And we also heard we saw Sterling and Tommy, Frank. I mean, it was just, I loved it. So here's, again, a reminder what to do this week. Notice one decision you're making from fear. Notice it. Write it down. Don't judge it. Don't try to fix it. Where are you saying yes because you're afraid of saying no? Where are you staying quiet because it's safer? That's your work this week. Time for some love. I want to give a huge thank you. He's so tired of me saying thank you. But to Keith and the entire Mornings in the Lab network. Oh my gosh. I mean, Keith, Melissa, John, Mildred, Mark, Jimmy, Celine, everyone, Matthew, Jason, everyone who's been a real support to get this show off the ground. The Lab in the Lab Network family, thank you for your incredible support. This show is in the bag because of all of you. And I'm not going to cry, but I'm so grateful to be a part of what we're building together. Next week, remember I said I'm bringing guests. So I'm bringing on someone you've all been asking for. Dwayne, my husband Dwayne, is going to sit down with me to talk about joy. And it's actually something we talk about quite often. And it should be fun, but it might be a little bit scary. But I'm looking forward to it. Thanks. And then we've got a whole host of guests to come for you guys. But I'm really looking forward to sitting down with my hubby next week. So if you're not already following, connect with me on LinkedIn, Substack, YouTube, Facebook, all the places. But subscribe so you don't miss next Wednesday or any Wednesday. I'm Sheryl Whitaker. This is it. It starts with Joy Live. 100 Joy Talks in 2026, and we are just getting started. Fear lost, joy won. See you next Wednesday. Mwah.
It starts with joy. It starts with fire.